Hey guys, welcome back to my first game building series. First things first, I would definitely like to just thank everyone for all the nice comments on my videos and the likes, and I got a lot of new subscribers from the two videos I had previously posted. And then second things, obviously I've been gone for like 10 days. So yeah, my bad. I had gone on a vacation, and then it was like 4th of July around the time I came back, so I was out doing stuff and whatever, just didn't have enough time to make another video. But obviously now I got this video up, and then I'm hoping to have another one up by the end of this weekend, so I guess that would be the 7th, I think, so Sunday night. So stay tuned for that. And I also like to give a special shout out to Cone274, because he actually gave me he commented twice on both my videos, and he actually helped me fix some of the issues I was having during my building process. So yeah, big shout out to that guy. Genuinely appreciate that. And then yeah, without further ado, let's just get back into the video. Okay, so the first thing I did was just basically copy the base plate I had made on the previous map, and then I started just kind of like expanding it and whatever. This is going to be like a desert theme map next, because as you guys may or may not know, this whole obby is basically just supposed to be like different environments you go through. And as you can see here, I was just basically trying to come up with some sort of texture that looks good and could be passed off as kind of like a sand. And then all I did for the border was just directly just copy the same border I had for the forest, but I ended up just changing the colors to make it look just more like I guess like tan and brown, just like obviously common colors you'd find in the desert. Then once I was done coloring them, I basically just selected them and copied and pasted them around just to make the border walls. And obviously, once like the game is done, I'm gonna go back through and make invisible walls and put them inside of those borders, so that way no one can actually like jump on top of them and get out, And then after that, I just basically made like 3 like slightly transparent strips. And what those are going to be for pretty much there's supposed to be like tumbleweeds rolling across that. Obviously, as you guys may or may not know, again, I haven't done any coding in this. It's been pretty much strictly building, and yeah, so I'm just gonna go back later and hopefully I'll have a tumbleweed model for that, and then I'll work with the coding to make it go back and forth. And then after that, I started pretty much building a giant, I guess, I don't know how to describe this, maybe like a cookie cutter would be the way to describe that. And I basically just started placing a bunch of blocks around, so that way when I select them all, it'll be one big model. And then just like how I did, or tried to do at least with the river, I'm gonna like cut that shape out of the floor there. And this is actually where one of Cone's comments comes in, where he told me how to actually fix the coloring for when I actually cut the shape out, because that was one of the issues I was having. I couldn't figure out how to actually get the color on there.
beats, make it funky, funky, funky.
Then once I was done with that, I pretty much grabbed another part and started making basically just, I guess, the actual canyon part. I just used the same method I did with the river. I just put some parts down to make like walls around, and then I used another part to make the flooring. And I couldn't really find like I guess a nice color for the walls or anything. I mean, I know, it's a desert, so I guess a dark brown like that doesn't exactly look great. But I guess my thought process is that, like, I guess the further you dig down, like, the soil gets wet or whatever, so it's like it's naturally just darker. So hopefully that passes. I don't really know. But once I thought it looked good, I basically just grouped it all together, made it its own separate model and piece. Then after that, I went into Blender and pretty much just started making a cactus model, because for that, I don't know if you guys noticed, but in between the lines where the tumbleweeds are supposed to go in the big canyon, there's just like a bunch of empty space there, and so I was just thinking of just putting like a bunch of like cactuses there pretty much that you have to like kind of like, I guess just not touch. I mean, obviously. Making this cactus was a little bit difficult. I'm not too sure if I used exactly the most efficient way to like make these arms or anything like that. They looked a little bit weird, but it was alright, I guess. Definitely, I probably could have done better if I spent more time on it, but I was in a little bit of a rush to get this done. Because obviously, like I had just told you guys, I just was already gone for a long time, so I kind of needed to get a new video out. And for the spikes, all I did was just make a little triangle and place them around. I placed them around manually. I don't know if there was a better way to do that, because placing them around manually took so long. So there's definitely probably a better way to do that, and I just don't know how, so.
Beats, make it funky, funky.
Actually, for the first time in the series, I've actually colored my model inside of Blender. And the reason why I did that was just because, like I had the same problem with the the borders, I can't like resize them. I can't resize two separate meshes at the same time for who knows what reason. I really have no idea. So I just figured it would be easier just to color them into Blender and kind of like hope for the best when I import them, and it worked out. I think the colors were nice and it matched, I guess, like the rest of the tone of the whole world. So I thought they looked good, and then I don't know if you guys saw, but I just had like a blank triangle in Blender and I just imported that in. It was just a lot easier because there's actually not a triangle part. I don't think there's a wedge, but not a triangle part, and not the one I wanted, you know, because I kind of wanted a pyramid, and the wedge isn't, you know, a pyramid, so I had to make one in Blender. And yeah, that was pretty much it.